Hello, Propeller TV. I am Brendan Courtney.
Hello, I'm Ying.
We're here to show you, as your intrepid reporters, how they do menswear London styling.
It's London Collections Men. It is day one. We have very busy schedule.
Chop chop, let's go. Why is it so important for London to have this event here and now?
Well, you see how, what I love about it is that you see how it thrives. You know, I mean, obviously the others are so big and so well established. It feels like, I mean, this is only the fourth, but it feels like it's been here for years now. It really does. And you see that the vibrancy and the enthusiasm and the interest. That sort of answers itself.
Hugely important. I mean, we're a real influence now. Not that we haven't been an influence. I mean, in this country, what people don't realise is we've created so many trends, we've created so many men's styles that the rest of the world seem to have slightly stolen and run away with, and it's all come back to London now. So I think it's taken people by surprise how influential and how quickly it's become so big. But when you've got sort of names of Paul Smith and Tom Ford and Pringle and Alexander McQueen, you can see how influential it's going to become. And when you have names like that, it can only become more and more influential.
It's more important now than it's ever been before because it's not just about directional fashion. Look at M&S who are showing this evening. It's about clothes that are going to directly affect the marketplace, directly affect the high street, directly affect retail. These days, people expect very, very good clothes at very, very low price points.
are you wearing today?
A limited edition Averix jacket, Topman skinny jeans, Thomas Nut shirt, Topman black tee, and
Paul Smith. Brand from Los Angeles called Rojas. So it's got sewed down lapel and the breast pockets over the lapels. Versace earrings and a gold necklace.
Tommy Hilfiger's having a huge event tonight, and so I'm wearing Tommy in honour of Tommy.
I'm not being very British today, so I'd rather not say, but I'm wearing Brioni actually.
Statistic and you can spin off from this one. Women's wear went up 4%, men's wear went up 16% last year in sales. So men are spending more money on clothes.
I think men do kind of, especially as they, as they get a bit older. I'd say that's not even true, because when I was a kid, it was the most exciting thing to go out on a Saturday and spend a bit of cash. And so, but as you get older and you get more disposable income, I guess.
Men are loyal, you see. Go to one shop, one suit, one shoe shop. So they're loyal customers for life.
That makes me feel like a floozy, because I sort of hang around with about 4 or 5 of each.
Yeah. So, okay.
I'm a hussy.
We've only had it for 4 seasons now. I think it's really easy for people to forget that we've only had it for 4 seasons. And it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. It's given us a real platform on the international circuit, and I, for one, just absolutely love it.
I don't know if it's nicer than Fashion Week, but I think that because we've come from a standing start, I think we've had to be far more inclusive. And actually, I think that you can tell being here, it's a very inclusive atmosphere, and it's only going to work if people want it to work. You can't coerce people, you can encourage them to get involved, but actually the great thing is that it seems to have some momentum and it's growing, and all we did was offer a platform. The BFC and myself have tried to create a platform where people can come and share, and actually it seems to be working, which is brilliant, and it's so gratifying and so much fun.
It's gathering momentum every year, and we have over 55 or I think 60 shows this year, and all the events. You can tell by the amount of international press here as well. It's gathering real momentum, and it's an exciting time.
It's the international presence, to be honest. I think just because it has such a huge international presence now, it's so much easier for people to actually make the effort internationally and come over and see what London has to offer. And it is the coolest of them all, so keep coming, keep coming.
You look amazing.
Thanks very much, Brandon. So do you.
Thank you.
Day 1 down of London Collection Men's Autumn Winter 14, and I'm already nearly a broken man. I'm a little disappointed with the lack of tailoring I saw today, but there's certainly a lot of bright colour, so it's looking hopeful. So far today, I like what I see. It's the morning of Day 2, London Collection Men's 2014 Autumn Winter. J.W.Anderson is an Irish designer who's taking over the universe. He's absolutely phenomenal. He shows ridiculous and madness, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to show us this morning.
We've always done shoes for men. I think it's the first time we've done something which is a bit... Yeah, it was the idea of to elevate a look. It was looking at this idea of like the kind of stately picture where you look up at someone. And I like the idea of like you elongate the face, you elongate the look, which kind of makes it a bit more fragile, a bit more tin soldiery, kind of, a bit more broken.
It was amazing. That's really brilliant. Seasons in, how relevant globally is London as a menswear showcase?
It's 4 seasons of this, but it's been going on for a while before that. So I think what we're seeing now is the kind of maturity of this particular proposition. And I think just generally London has established itself as, I think, the leader creatively. Maybe not commercially, but creatively. The energy in the city, the variety, the diversity, the variety of voices, the encouragement that all sorts of people are getting, showing here. It's still really inspiring. I think what's happening now is that what I've been saying is it's been going on long enough that we can be rigorous now, and we can look at things that have moved forward, and now we have a clear idea of things that have moved forward and things that haven't moved forward. And so we can be more critical, that people who are watching can afford to be more critical. It's not that huge rush of like, oh God, isn't everything fabulous that there was at the very beginning. But I think that's good as well, because that shows this real, this kind of maturity that's developed here.
Showing at this event. How good is that for you, or how relevant is that for you?
It's brilliant. I mean, I started at the Man Show, Fashion East, which was 13 seasons ago, and from then, when there was one show, 3 of us showing, to now, to getting the first New Gen, the first Fashion Board, and now being independent and London Collections is what everyone always wanted to happen. And I was just saying that most of the people that's young Brit designers are selling internationally. It was always about wanting to have someone around the world and knowing where it was going. So I think I just love how excited people are about it. And they're into it, you know what I mean? There's a real excitement, whereas sometimes in the women's wear it gets kind of flat. But I really feel like there's an excitement.
What is it about London in particular you think that encourages someone like you to come stellar rise?
I think they just... No. It's totally everything. It's a team, everyone's willing to work all hours on it, and there's something about doing it and like wanting it to happen. And I think because this moment happened like while I started, there's been a sort of momentum, and I've managed to get my team sort of come with me, and we've all just wanted everyone. I'm sure it's the same with everyone's teams, but there's just pushing your ass and get on with it. Probably not allowed to say.
What is it about London, do you think, that breathes encouragement?
I don't think there was ever a premium attached to commercial success here. So it was more about people feeling personally satisfied by what they did. I don't think anybody ever went into fashion in the UK to become a billionaire. Whereas in America, there's this like, open store, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that model has kind of insinuated itself here. But I also think the British attitude to fashion is different.
That's a wrap on day 2 of London Collection Menswear Autumn Winter 14. I'm off to the gym now to stretch out my back and have a good workout. No, I'm not. I'm going for a gin and tonic and to think about all the beauty I've seen today. Day 3, London Collection Menswear Autumn Winter 14. Still a whole other third of the event to go, but it is the last day. We're at the final hurdle, but there's some beauties to behold today. Frankly, I'm running out of clothes, so I'm going to drink lots of water, do lots of serious sitting, looking and nodding. London Collection Men's, how relevant is it for your designers to show?
100% the most relevant thing.
Why?
Because before LCM, I mean, Fashion Week was just one day, obviously, at the end of Women's Fashion Week. But it just didn't make sense in terms of sales as well. You can't sustain without sales, sustain your business. And so we would show our collection in September, yet we would have to go to Paris in June to sell. And we'd only have like a third of the collection, which wasn't even what we'd do anyway. So this way is going to change everything.
Vastly improved for you. And do you find it supportive in London?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, I mean, we're here because of LCM.
I'm loving it more and more. It's kind of like a sort of elevated shopping experience for me.
Busman's holiday maybe, is it?
Yeah, it's so enjoyable because I just come and see the clothes and I'm like, yeah, I want that, yeah, I want that. And it's like, a lot of the menswear designers are friends of mine, so it's nice to support and, it's good.
Will we ever see Henry Holland at London Collection Men's?
Yeah, you will.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What week book do you expect?
Oh God! If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't. We're definitely working towards it. I think maybe this year or early next year. But I kind of refuse to do it in January because I refuse to cancel Christmas.
Yes, absolutely.
Like that is literally the hardest thing about menswear is the 6th of January being the start of the show. It's not cool.
And the world's closed.
It's not cool.
Kay Kwok 你好，非常恭喜你。
大家好。
可以跟我们介绍一下这次的灵感的来源吗？这次的设计？
这次的灵感就是来自外太空的空间理论，还有就是外星人在地球上面的故事这样子。然后我就很多灵感幻想这样子，就加在我的樱花，然后我的大意上。
这次是第几次在伦敦做秀呢？
这是已经是第2次了，然后真的要感谢 GQ China 这次 support 我这个 show， 然后其实今次我比较轻松，我觉得自己的经验有一点点的经验可以让我就觉得可以应付得来。那我觉得这次所有东西也做得很好了，发型、make up， 然后灯光，然后音乐，所有东西都配合得非常好，这是我是非常满意的。
那么作为就是少数的在伦敦可以开展自己的这个服装秀的华人设计师，你有什么特别的感想吗？
哇我其实对于这件事来，我没有想过有多少华人在伦敦或者是欧洲的地方，因为我知道将来会越来越多，所以当然我会觉得很荣幸可以在这里走秀，因为毕竟我真的很喜欢时装设计这样子。
那么从时装上面来说，你觉得伦敦是一个怎么样的城市呢？
伦敦是一个充满生气就是充满了活力、生命力的一个地方。然后在这里做设计的设计师，我觉得全部也是很敢做、很大胆这样子。然后就是特别喜欢这个城市。
As the sun sets on the last day of the 4th ever London Collection Menswear Autumn Winter 2014, I'm delighted to report I'm overwhelmed by the beauty I saw. But fundamentally, men want two things from fashion. They want to feel smart when they need to, and they want to look casual when they have to, or fit in with their tribe. We saw super tailoring at Paul Smith and Savile Row, really beautiful, exquisite double-breasted wide leg. But over the other side, we saw the madness of J.W.Anderson, etc., using techno-futuristic fabrics and really pushing forward with print and shape. In the middle, I still see a void for people like me who want smart casual. I can't wait to see that void filled. Having said that, London Collection Menswear 2014 Autumn Winter has gone from strength to strength, and I only predict amazing things for this event. I've been Brendan Courtney. I've been your host on Propeller TV for London Collection Menswear 2014. Thank you for watching.